I know.
Can I buy you guys a drink? Guess not. Very.
How's a guy like you end up a bouncer?
Just lucky, I guess.
If somebody gets in your face, I want you to be nice.
Don't be rude!
So says the fighting philosopher.
I keep talking, you're gonna go off thinking I'm a nice guy.
I know you're not a nice guy.
Thought you'd be bigger.
Aren't you guys tired?
Doc, I'll get all the sleep I need when I'm dead.
Hey guys, I need you to do me a favor. Help me fight the algorithm. Go ahead and hit like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon for new notifications. Thank you. So our first movie is the epic, the legendary, the albeit greatest movie of all time, Roadhouse.
The movie with zero plot holes at all.
Zero. Yeah, no, what this movie is a tight screenwriting masterwork.
Or a vehicle just for Patrick Swayze to kick some ass and then call in Sam Elliott to really kick some ass.
Yeah.
And for no way get taken out. Like, no. Yeah. Just to get right into it. Like,
well, real quick story synopsis. This is about a bouncer who is world famous. Like, everybody recognized the name of this bouncer. Essentially, club security guard. Everybody knows who he is. He's Dalton.
He's Dalton, man.
Yeah, one name. That's it.
Yeah, that's
with his fucking feathered hair, perfectly sculpted all the time.
Yeah, shirt properly, but just unbuttoned enough, but not fully buttoned.
Yeah. Everybody knows who he is. He is hired on pure reputation to go to this Double Deuce club that is...
No, he's contracted, not even hired.
Yeah.
Contracted.
Yeah, contracted to go there. Like this terrible club where I'm like, does this town have no police force? He doesn't need a bouncer. He needs
it's Missouri.
You need like...
It's Missouri, man. People are crazy.
Like... that crazy?
I mean,
like, that
enough to where
insane.
Enough to where, like, I could say a third of the town's local downtown was like arsoned and exploded. Yeah, guess they're not too active in that area.
Yeah, no, like shit happens, but like it was treated like that. Like that club night was like an every night thing. Like, they rebuild, like, every night from that shit. And I'm like, no.
Well, there's one thing that this movie is missing, man. There is one thing this movie is missing. And I'm going to tell you what it is. And I realize this because I haven't watched this in many years. And I had only watched this for the first time probably in, like, my early 20s. And I hadn't watched it since then. And I'm almost 40 now, so... That's like a gap of time that I haven't seen this or anything. Where's the fixing up the place montage? I mean, how the hell do they turn the Double Deuce around from?
Because that would be half the movie.
No, they could have easily done that
at least three times in 3 minutes.
At least 3 minutes, not just like the every night one. I'm talking about from when he got there to where they all had matching polo shirts.
Yeah, no, like. He gets there, and then it's all like this shitty bar.
It looks like a dirt floor bar.
They got the chicken wire over the band, and then like he starts working there, and like the next shot is like all of a sudden the chicken wire is torn down, the bar's cleaned up, the
it's a stage all performing on with a fancy lights,
stage, and it's
neon
like wait,
lighting. Did
we miss something?
Yeah, like seriously, where is the fixing up the place montage? To like, some fun uppity song, and he could have even had Sam Elliott there. They could have gotten into a paint fight. It would have been great.
Well, I'm not even sure Sam Elliott was introduced to that point. Like we get a little foreshadowing when his name's dropped early on, but like he's not introduced till well over.
Well, then they could have waited for Sam to get there, and then they all could have had a fixing up the place montage.
Yeah.
I just feel it's missing the fixing up the place montage and a paint fight in said montage. You know.
Yeah,
that's what this movie's missing.
Yes, that's the only thing this movie's missing.
Yeah, that would fix all the plot holes right there.
Yeah,
like not for like the fact that Jackie Treehorn is just yet again an evil dude.
Yeah.
What is it with Ben Gaza? Like just playing.
He is
some of the smarmiest pieces of shit ever. Like,
dude, like he is insane in this. Like, this is ridiculous. This is cartoon villainy that he does here. Like, oh my god,
it's like a Mad Magazine parody of a Bond villain. Like, good lord, dude.
Like, imagine the cheesiest, most mustache trailing Bond villain, and that's who we're dealing with here. This
tying someone to the train tracks. Like,
yes. That's the type of shit he would do. Like,
just standing there going, yeah.
And of course, he lives across the street from Dalton.
No, he lives across the lake.
Yeah, across the lake. Sorry.
Because remember, Dalton was able to kick someone and have them slowly coast all the way across this little lake. As they're like,
and I think
shit out of my lake.
And it's like, rather than like go after Dalton, because like I guess he sends his bouncer crew over to the club, like pretty much every night it seems like, to beat up Dalton.
Yeah, you know that one of those guys, like in Ben Gaza's crew, like he was in the clip earlier. The one who used to work at the Double Deuce, but he's the dude who like body slammed someone through a table.
Yeah,
that guy's a pro wrestler. He's Terry Funk.
Oh yeah.
I recognized him immediately. I was like, "All up, Patrick Swayze. You better watch out. Terry Funk's there." And then going, "Oh no, that wouldn't. Terry would not let that shit happen."
Well, real quick, just to aside, away from the movie, I just think it's funny. Like, this is obviously Patrick Swayze trying to get an action vehicle going off, and you know what? Like, he's like a guy in decent shape who's a big star, so it makes sense that he would get an action vehicle.
Yeah.
And I just find it funny that it was this. And consider, like, just think about the fact that right now in human history, oh my god, I'm brain farting. What is the guy's name? The dude, Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad. What is that guy's name?
Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk has a more successful action career than Patrick Swayze did. Just let that fucking sink in, because it's like,
well, to be fair, Patrick Swayze never had Christopher Walken help him with that. Or not Christopher Walken, but not Christopher Walken. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. My favorite scene in a movie ever.
Just the fact that that's a thing blows my mind, because like Patrick Swayze's in good shape, and goddamn, there's so many loving shots of his body in this movie.
Well,
just like,
yes,
we get it. He's in good shape.
I think that was to either probably A, exhibit that, or B, you know, maybe it was like, you know, that's something for the ladies. We're just gonna put that.
Yeah.
I don't.
And if you're a dude, don't worry. There's plenty of stuff for the dudes here too.
Yeah, like that lady who decides that it's a strip place and she just starts stripping on the damn stage. Like,
no. She just takes off her top on the stage. It's like, yeah, sure. You know, of course, there's a strip club scene, because, you know, if you're concerned your movie doesn't have enough boobs, you can always get a strip club scene. 80s movies 101, by the way.
Yeah. Tits and ass came from the 80s.
And then, of course, and then, of course, you know, he has a girlfriend, so, you know, we see her naked because, duh. How else are we supposed to know they've had sex? Come on.
Yeah. We see him naked sitting outside on this, like, vent on this porch, patio apartment in a barn he has. Yeah, she gets out of their bed naked. Oh, okay. Thank you, movie.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Don't worry. If you're a woman, you're gonna get nude. Do you like? Well, assuming you're into Patrick Swayze and you think Patrick Swayze is good looking.
Yeah. If Patrick's your thing.
There's various women who are nude, and then Patrick Swayze, who's I mean, fairly nude here.
Yeah. That's
you get
common theme with like a lot of those like staples of his movie career. Like they could be kind of like actiony or have some other elements to them, but mostly it's a romantic movie where he just takes his fucking shirt off.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely see that.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing against the actor. I mean, except for Red Dawn. Except for Red Dawn. I think that's the one exception to this, where there is no element.
I mean, are we at a point in history where we can all just admit Red Dawn sucks?
It's very unlikely and crazy, but it's definitely fantasy.
Yeah. Oh God. But yeah, this is a. What I will say to give this movie's credit is that this is a really bad screenplay.
Yeah.
Just done genuinely. Just genuinely. Like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a great action hit because we got Patrick Swayze here. It just feels like that. And there's a part of me that like I enjoy this thoroughly, despite how obviously insanely dumb it is. So like, yeah, Patrick Swayze goes to this new town. There's a double deuce. It gets fixed up like instantly as soon as he's goes down and takes the job.
They all have matching polos. It's all nice.
Yeah. Like you can recognize bouncers immediately. You would think you'd want one or two not wearing a polo, but I guess he's the one not wearing the polo. So I guess he's the undercover one. Yeah. But yeah, he fixes it up almost immediately, and then all hell breaks loose because Ben Gazzara is Skeletor,
a piece of shit.
Almost. Yeah,
but God, I love it. I love any time he's like he's in any movie. He's great.
Yeah, no, he chews scenery like, and it's interesting. He chews scenery, but he does it in like like almost like a subtle way, like just like I'm gonna chew this scenery and not even try way. It's tough to describe when you see it. It's like, oh yeah, that's what he's doing. Because yeah, he just like Dalton moves in. He makes friends with all the town because he's like a bouncer who's also the nicest guy in the world.
The bouncer with the heart of gold.
Because bouncer with the heart of gold. There you go.
Yeah,
classic bouncer.
But yeah, the bad boy with the heart of gold.
Yeah, and so he makes friends with all the town. So Ben Gazzara goes through and just fucks up all the townspeople.
Yeah,
and just fucks with all their businesses one by one. And it's like, dude, and it's all because this bouncer is cleaning up the double deuce. That's it. That is it. Like, Ben
he moves a lot of drugs out of there. There's that skeezy bartender. Yeah. And Terry Funk. Who,
there's no other bars in town he could do this at. He has to at the double deuce. This one bouncer's getting in his way.
Yeah, if that guy's loaded, why didn't he just open up his own bar?
Yeah.
Or they could just do all that shit all they want.
No, that's the thing. Like, that's another thing I love about this movie. Like, this supervillain fucking with this town, and all it takes is one bouncer with a heart of gold to get in the way.
Yeah.
Just how?
I do love how at the end of the movie though, how the whole town just kind of decided, you know what, we're right. Dalton's right. Yeah. We need to do it. So they all get up and just fucking shoot his ass.
Yeah.
One guy goes around
willing to kill him, but it's okay, Dalton, because everybody else just comes in with a shotgun and blasts him.
And one guy just gets the guns, leaves, comes back. Hey guys, what's going on?
Yeah. And nobody knows what happened. It's like, I don't know.
That reminded me of like a true crime thing I did. It ironically took place in Missouri too. Ironically,
I think I watched that one. Yeah.
I mean, just the ending is like, wow, they really kid Max. They kid Max right him. All right.
Yeah.
Must be a Missouri.
Yeah, I remember.
Missouri is the show me state, so hey.
Yeah. There's like, oh, we don't know what happened. Yeah, no, like the end of this movie, like he gets shot up with a shotgun like 50 times.
You were like, wait a minute.
All the townspeople.
Yeah.
And I'm semi expecting the cops to be like, what happened? And them just be like, oh, it was an obvious suicide.
Yeah, and then all of them just like, I don't know. I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
A polar bear fell on me.
Mm-hmm. But
Oh,
I guess we didn't really talk much about Sam Elliott in this because Sam
no,
Elliott's
we don't
just,
have to because he's the
he's
dude.
awesome.
Yeah. Sam Elliott. He was fucking awesome then.
Yeah, Sam Elliott's awesome and everything. He's awesome here. He is like the older guy who helps him out. Although I don't think there's a huge age gap between them. He does look older, I guess I'll say.
The older
yeah.
Dalton? Yeah, the more seasoned Dalton?
Yeah, the Wade Garrett, that's it, yeah. He's the guy who they go to Dalton because, you know, we want the best bouncer in the world. And Dalton's like, okay, go to Wade Garrett, a.k.a. Sam Elliott. And they're like, no, we want you. And he's like, okay, pay me money. Because he's got a heart of gold. He's got a heart of gold, guys. There's just a couple of things I want to say.
I've already listed my issues.
I just want to say, Bobby, pain don't hurt.
Oh.
No, I love that line because it's like,
yeah,
the definition of pain is that it hurts. Like, no. Just simple things. Like, it's obviously designed to be like macho, and it's like it's not. It's just dumb.
I mean, you know, he was only mad that he couldn't think about, you know, it's not a matter of how hard you get hit. It's just how hard you can get hit and keep getting back up. He's just mad he couldn't come up with a line that good.
Yeah.
And Stallone actually did take hits to the head. And Stallone actually has taken shots to the head. So, I mean, I'm impressed.
I don't like equating those because one of those is so much better.
Well, yeah. Even
the
as
other
a
line
later entry in the series, it's still really good.
Yeah. Another line that always stood out, and it's just bizarre. So he's not fighting Ben Gazzara. It's the guy who's like the big the heavy before Ben Gazzara. He's fighting him outside his ranch, and it's even before Sam Elliott dies. Actually,
is it Terry? Is it when he's fighting Terry Funk?
Is it Terry Funk?
Maybe it might be if he talked a lot.
Yeah, he's fighting him by the leg. He rips out his throat, but during that,
no, that wasn't Terry Funk. That was some was some J-Brone. That was some J-Brone.
Yeah. But he was fighting him, and during that fight, that guy tells him, "I used to fuck guys like you in prison."
Yeah, that one. I was like, bro, that is not as intimidating as you may think.
Yeah, dude, like you hear that, and it's almost like, are you saying you're turned on? What are you saying?
Also, did you notice like there was a lot of reference to dick in that?
Yeah.
Like they would like call them dick face or chicken dick.
When he goes to Double Deuce and he's talking to the bouncers that already work there.
Yeah, and chicken dick.
And he's like, whatever you do, just be as nice as possible, which is actually decent advice. Do what you can to be nice, diffuse the situation. Like, what if he gets in your face and calls you a cocksucker? And he's like, yeah, just be nice. Do you know what it's like to be called a cocksucker? It's like, dude, you're a bouncer. You're going to get called a cocksucker. Suck it up, Buttercup. I'm sorry.
Like, well, are you? No. Okay, then. It's a problem.
Yeah, it's... move on. Evolve. Yeah, it's bad, but I enjoy this. Like, I can't, like, hate it, but, like, it's bad.
It's your typical 80s schlock, and you can appreciate it just for being 80s schlock.
It is pure schlock.
Just like Red Dawn is great, like, propaganda fear-mongering.
Yeah, I don't appreciate Red Dawn at all.
Fair. Hey, fair. I look at it as a strictly action movie.
Yeah, I can appreciate this because it is a terrible script, like genuinely done with. I feel like the honest attempt to make Patrick Swayze an action star. Like people would see this and be like, "Oh, Patrick Swayze, he needs to be in our action movies."
And I argue that Red Dawn is a better vehicle for that. Based off of it being an action movie, yes. Yeah. However, it's been misconstrued and propped up in the future. I'm just talking about it as a film alone.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is
I mean, he ain't no fucking Snake Plissken.
No. No.
Kurt Russell could pull this schlock off and the action really good.
Oh, Jesus.
Both might be the same, but
I don't know what this movie would be like. Now you have me visualizing Kurt Russell as Dalton here, and it's like he could sell it better, and I don't know
way better.
Yeah, like he could even do the feathered hair shit and sell it better.
Kurt wakes up and his hair is naturally feathered.
Yeah, but the problem is I don't know if I'd enjoy it as much because then the obvious issues would stand out so much worse. Because now I appreciate it for just being this well-intentioned bad movie. I would have been down for something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they could have done an action movie together. That actually would have been a good idea. If Patrick Swayze wanted an action figure vehicle,
actually,
like him and Kurt Russell.
They're cops.
Yeah. Family lines or something like that.
They're brother cops. They're brother cops. Brother law.
Yeah.
Or the Brotherhood of Law. Ooh.
Yeah, they could have done something fun with that.
Yeah, they could have done something good with that.
Yeah. But instead we got Roadhouse, which is it's a movie. I enjoy it.
Books, records, films, these things matter. Call me shallow. It's the fucking truth.